personal, cause the devil is a lie. I'm telling you the truth. It's all in what you do. Some things you gotta do. Hey, barbershop conversations, man. What a day, what a day. Hope everybody's quarantined, feeling great, man. And those of you don't forget, we going live on this topic tonight, 9 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Should be a fun show tonight. Deontay Wilder breaks the silence. And don't forget to join the Patreon. Feel free to click the link in the description box. It's Barbershop Conversations on Patreon. Just put it in the search engine and you'll find it perfectly. So anyways, man, let's jump into this, man. Ironically enough, I got my Wilder sweater on. You know what I mean? Black fighters don't. I paid money for this. I didn't ask. I didn't say, "Hey D, hook me up, dog." I bought it, man. I bought it. You know what I mean? So that goes to show you, man. We support who we love. Who do you love? Hey. Anyways, man. So let's jump into this. He touched on a few subjects. Some of the most notable things that's probably going to go viral. He said he felt like a zombie 15 minutes before the fight. What else? He's recovering from surgery, spending time with his family. Basically saying, why wouldn't you think I wouldn't want the rematch? So he puts to bed all that other stuff. And you know what's funny? How Eddie Hearn was promoting Fury, Fury Joshua. And then a couple of days ago or yesterday, he said Wilder would be a fool. He would be viewed as a lesser man. You know what I mean? If he took step aside money, you know, because he realized he couldn't get the fight because he's contractually obligated. But he should have known that with Anthony Joshua, Andy Ruiz, you know. But I digress. Yeah, man, it's just tune in tonight, man. I just want to let you guys know in this video that one, it's on PBC podcast. Pretty straightforward podcast. You know what I mean? Go ahead and enjoy it. Go to the PBC website. It's a good podcast. You'll enjoy it. It's the one with Deontay Wilder and Andre Durrell. It should be at the top of the page. Feel free to go there and enjoy that podcast. And also, don't forget tonight, we going live on this subject. So I need all y'all to come in. You know what I mean? I can beam you in where we can see you live, or you can call in. It's your choice. You understand what I'm saying? And so I think he broke the veil, so I can anticipate Deontay Wilder doing his media row with the internet. I can see him probably going to 78 and then Blue Blood, and then he'll hop on after those interviews are done. I'll call him. He'll hop on my channel. You're gonna see him on the Boxing Voice, and then he'll work his way to other people. But those are the most notable channels that typically get the very good Deontay Wilder interviews. So anticipate those interviews coming, and I'll come up somewhere in between or after all of them, and then I'll sit down with Deontay Wilder for 4 hours, and we'll have an. Anyways, man, I'm glad he's healthy. But I'm going to tell you tonight what I think, and I think it's important. This is just my perspective, okay? I'm not in Deontay Wilder's camp. I don't speak for Deontay Wilder's camp. I don't speak for Deontay Wilder. This is Frederick Hawthorne's thoughts, okay? And people going to say, you're going to say either I'm right or I'm making excuses. It makes sense or it don't make sense. But tonight I'm going to tell you what we're about 2 months away. We're about a week away from being 2 months away from the fight. So that's 7 weeks away. And I've thought about it, and I've come to a semi-conclusion. You know what I mean? After Deontay Wilder does his interviews, I'll have my final conclusion as it relates to the fight. But it does include Tyson Fury cheating. And it's definitely what I think, because of what I know now about its totality. I'll definitely give that perspective. But go watch the podcast. It's probably the last 30 minutes of the podcast. Good interview. Thank you, PBC. And I told you guys, y'all thought I was bullshitting. PBC called me 2 weeks ago and said, Fred, that's a great idea. And now look, they're interviewing everybody. Earl Spence, Keith Thurman, now Deontay Wilder. What, Tank Davis is coming next? You know what I mean? So for those of you who need some level of encouragement or inspiration, you know what I mean? Uh, just know in due time, they will acknowledge that they're listening to you if that's your validation. You know what I mean? I personally don't need the validation. Like I use this analogy all the time. I unlock and lock my front door every day. And the only title I care about is Mr. Hawthorne. You know what I mean? And that's simply what I care about. I don't care about being executive producer. You know what I mean? Uh, President of the kids club at ESPN. You know what I mean? All ESPN talent got to take a 15% pay cut right now. Did you hear about that shit? That's crazy. 15 to 25% of their boxing got to take a pay cut. Can you believe that shit? Anyways, man, it's just so that leads us all to say, and I'm gonna do a video on this too at some point. We literally got to become self-sufficient at the end of the day, where we know that we can depend on us for our essentials and some of our play stuff. You know what I mean? Whether it's our mortgage, our car payment, if that's what you have. And then maybe, first of all, you got to believe that you can get your essentials on your own. You know what I mean? Where you're not clocking in or clocking out for your bare essentials. You got to believe that you can be a hunter. You know what I mean? Where you can say, you know what? I know how to get $3,000 a month. You know what I mean? I know how to hustle. I'm shameless when it comes to hustling. You know what I mean? Whether you got to hustle right now, $2 for $5 masks, $2 for $5 sanitizer sprays. You know what I mean? Whatever you believe you got to do, you should be shameless as it relates to the perception of reality versus the integrity of your last name. All right. I repeat again, you should be shameless and don't respect the perception of the outer reality of how versus the integrity of your last name. I think the integrity of your last name will far outweigh the perception of how everyone perceives you. Because guess what? When someone dies, everyone's being buried in $100 suit. I don't give a fuck what. And guess what? It's not worth $100 because it's going in the ground. All right. So from that perspective, who gives a fuck? You know what I mean? And hopefully that inspires someone to get up, get out and get something. You know what I mean? So, anyways, man, tonight we going live on this subject. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be engaging. Feel free to beam in. Feel free to call in. Free fail. Feel free. Free fail. And that's a tongue twister. Free feel. 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 Maybe the free feel Fred. Free feel Fred. Free feel Fred. Free feel Fred. Anyways, I'm just. Anyways, man. Enough of my idioms and shit, man. You know, sometimes I'll be too smart for my own damn good. But anyways, man, I love y'all. Don't forget tonight, 9 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. We're going live. It should be up already. Click the reminder. And I look forward to seeing y'all tonight. And I'm going to give my take on February 22nd, 23rd, now that we're 7 weeks away from what happened, basically 2 months. And Barbershop Conversations, I appreciate you guys. And again, I can anticipate, or said we should be anticipating Deontay Wilder to go from 78 to Blue Blood to the Boxing Voice, my channel, and so on and so forth. So we can anticipate those interviews to start coming out. So, anyways, man, I'm looking forward to them, and I'll talk to you guys on Barbershop Conversations. Don't forget to join the Patreon. And for those of you who don't know, because y'all always be wondering, if you guys ever have a question as to what I'm doing, or you want to add to the show, you got ideas for the night shows, don't put it in the comment section. Put it in my DM on Instagram, okay? Because I can't see every comment that comes up because I don't know what comment YouTube is going to send to my phone, okay? So it's random how if you're a content creator, you understand this, but I have no control over the comments that I see. You understand what I'm saying? I'm talking about in real time. You know, maybe 2 or 3 days later, I'll go check the video. And because it's time sensitive, I may have forgotten it, or I may have gotten to it too late. If you need to get to me instantly, feel free to hit me in my DM. All right. Barbershop Conversations. I appreciate you guys. Barbershop Conversations tonight, 9 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. All things Deontay Wilder. He breaks the seal. Yada, yada, yada. We like to party. We don't cause trouble. We don't bother nobody. Where Just boxing fans that got one mic. Anyways, barbershop conversation. That was my remix. Peace, y'all.